discovered very surprising, shocking things about your family in a short period of time, sort of 6 weeks, and that's very compressed. And you also talk about in the book earlier, when you were younger, going through a breakdown when you were first really starting to recognize how much your father had damaged you, and you went to confront him. And I had a note in the column as I was reading, said, "How do you find the courage to do that?"
Well, it was the most terrifying thing I ever did. I think I just knew that it was the only way I would have resolution, or I would get better. And I think it's when something like that happens to you, when you remember, or I basically had a kind of a sort of a textbook abusive memory gain of lots of things I'd been not able to access. And my brother was involved, my mum was involved, and I just everything's churning all around you. But the biggest, most overreaching emotion was that I wanted him to know that I knew, and I wasn't going to be silent anymore. And I wanted to give it to him back, because that's the thing that's the act is about, giving. This is not me. This is not for me. This was something you gave me. It's not. I don't want it. I'm going to give it back. So it was absolutely an amazing thing to do. And I would always. I mean, it's kind of like coming out if you're gay. Actually, it's got a very similar sort of emotional arc, and I would thoroughly recommend everyone to do it. But it wasn't easy, and it didn't really go that well.
Yeah, that's the thing about the book. There was joy and relief afterwards, but he still didn't seem to want to take it back.
He didn't ever contact me again.
Yeah, which is an astonishing thing to realize in a parent, that a parent would be like that. It's very hard to read this book and think that anyone would actually behave like that.
I know, and actually, I think it's one of the other reasons why I wrote it is that I think and I say this at the very end of the book, is that or in the introduction or something, it's so important for anyone to feel, to understand how they're placed in the world. And for so long, I think, so many people think if something keeps happening, it becomes normal and it becomes regular, and you just don't think of it as a bad thing anymore. And that's such a dangerous thing. So partly me writing this book is that from now on, never will my story be normal. It will, this part of my life, which has not ever really come out before, will have portent, and hopefully will, help people.